So let me have your attention on our study. Actually, this is a team study with Banahaw and Survey. So before I start, actually this is a preliminary study in the association of bats and ectoparasites in the Mount Banahaw, which we will still pursue. Here's a map view of the Mount Banahaw, as you can see there. Mount Banahaw, there you can see Mount Banahaw, the Laguna Lake, and there is the Quezon City. So Mount Banahaw is actually it's a volcano, which is 1,169 feet at top elevation and 25 kilometers of base diameter. It is also called a holy mountain, which is a traditional spiritual practice of the local people, and it covers actually 29 municipalities, and it is actually in position with the national park called Mount National Park, which is 11,000 hectares. Okay, so bats are important study of host-parasite relationships. What do you think? Because they are ectoparasites. Studying ectoparasites can give significant information to the biological, systemic, and phylogenetic aspects of their host. And especially it clarifies the epidemiological aspects of the transmission among bats. So bats also are infected with different or various parasites. The representatives are the Acatina, which are referred to mites, Ixodenio, which are ticks, Diptera, which are bat flies, Siphonoptera, which are fleas, Pteropodidae, which are lice. Okay. Are the top parasites of the Acari and the Insecta, which is mostly mites, ticks, fleas, and bees. These are or belong to the class of blood-sucking or lymph-feeding class. So ectoparasites do not just hover in their bat host, but also they produce detrimental effects to their host, giving them as such, they are one of the microorganisms such as protozoans, viruses that are vectors of pathogen, to which they are a good significant study in healing mechanisms of the mechanisms in transmission of viruses and diseases among bats. So in Australia, there are enormous studies actually have been done in the Ectoparasite Association with bats. But so far in Southeast Asia, there have been some lack of data especially in tropical regions, such as ours, Philippines, which specifically no data in Mount Banahaw, and only few are known and are published, such as in McKilling of the work of Cui and respectively Sir Alvarez in also. So the objectives of the study is first to identify the parasites in the fruit bats, in just fruit bats. Okay, we do not cover insectivorous bats. And also, we would like to determine the prevalence, the spatial pattern, and the differences of the ectoparasite intensity between sex, elevation, and species. So methodology, we first survey for the potential site of within the area of the Mount Banahaw. So we found two elevations, two barangays, because of our goal is to detect these disturbed areas. So that we have found the Mount, the barangay of Santa Lucia and Kabuhayan, which is found in the Dolores portion of the Mount Banahaw. Okay, so you can see that there are different. There's divided by two large gap of elevation, which is 1,466 for Santa Lucia, and Kabuhayan is 1,899 feet. For the session, we have collected 29 individuals of bats with representing 5 species. Among them are the Pteropodidae, Xenopterus brachiotis, and Nectaris plea, and Nectaris robusta maculosus minus. And among the roses, you can see there, we have gathered. Oh, I forgot. I proceeded. Okay, sorry. So, in the bat sampling, we used 12 by 6 nets, ground nets, mist nets, which is the position in a series manner of 3 in the lower elevation, and 2 series in the high elevation. And we visited 3 times with intervals of 4 hours per interval. And after which we put the bats in the plot bath, and we collect and measure the morphometric measurements among the bats, and also directly collected the ectoparasites with the aid of forceps, and put it to vials with 70% alcohol for transportation and identification. So for identification of samples, we used 4 bats, the mammals of Luzon, and for ectoparasites, we initially identified it by the work of Huy, and it was confirmed by entomologists. So continuing, as you can see, we have a large numbers of individuals in the species of the Pteropodidae, which is occurred a prevalence of heavy prevalence in those species. And with the low and maculosus, we didn't get any ectoparasite. So these are among the collection. We have gathered 51 individuals representing 6 species of ectoparasites, namely Leptocyclopodia simulans, Leptocyclopodia ferraria, Thymopsicea breviceps, Anticropus species, and Capsipoda Sandica, Capsipoda inanis. So as you can see, there's a high prevalence of parasites of these parasites in the bat host, especially on the leptococcus simulans on the captured. And you can see there's a natural host. We base this natural host in work of Sir Alvarez as in their natural habitats. While because of this captured host, we compare the disturbed areas, disturbed forest area, and the not disturbed forest area. Late, I forgot. But if you will see the Ectoparasites inner leaves has a high prevalence in their natural host and least prevalence in captured host in the disturbed areas. Okay. So these are the bat species that we have collected. The Ectoparasites Pedaya, the Ectoparasites the Ectoparasites juba robusta is we had no picture. We forgot to take a photo. Next, the Ectoparasites, the 6 species. We have the Asmolans, Ferrari, this Suntarka, and the E. inertialis, which is these 4 on the sides are bat mites. That flies. I'm sorry. That flies. The anniversary is the and this is the mite or the So as you can observe in this graph, we have measured the different abundance or the prevalence of parasites in each species of bats. You can observe that there is no Macroglossus minimus because of we had not gathered parasites in it, so we didn't include it. So you can observe that there is a high abundance of parasite in the Anopteris, which could lead to the fact that it has a behavior of roosting in colonies, 1,000 colonies in its usual uses. Okay. In our study, we have found out that there's a high prevalence among all our bats captured compared to other countries. This may not be accurate because of the low samples yet, but since we have it, we just compare it to the among the existing associations of parasites in the other countries. In this another graph, you can see the comparison of intensity between the males and females. As you can observe that the male is there's a high prevalence in males. We found out that actually in other studies that there is much more high prevalence in females, not the males. Our only assumption or conclusion is this one. The males are usually higher in parasite abundance because of their larger body immunocompetency, vitality, and larger home range. In the next graph, we can see how the elevation affects the intensity of parasites in their host. But before all, the elevation and the sex variables are actually not significant in this study. But to compare, just to compare the correlation of the parasites, we have the lower elevation has a greater abundance of parasites. And the factors is that disturbance are much more greater in the lower elevation. So there is a higher transmission of ectoparasite in more disturbed areas where the high cost of contact rates are observed. So you can see in those series of graphs that the lower elevation, the more higher the parasite abundance, or it tends to go as it is. And the crowding usually is also a component of factors that help in the transmission of the parasite, thus making it prevalent to the species involved. Conclusion. Okay, there are in total, there are 6 ectoparasites that were observed and 4 species of bats in Banahaw. From all the host parasites, Ectoparasites in simulans got the highest prevalence value in the disturbed areas. Where among the bat genera, Eriniteris got the highest in abundance. So the ectoparasites are overdispersed or exhibit aggregation. The fruit bats in disturbed in Banahaw are important reservoirs of these ectoparasites. So we know by the study that the more that ectoparasites are more vigilant in or prevalent in lower elevations than of the higher elevations. So the sex and elevation disturbance does not show any significant results in terms of, as I've said earlier, parasites. So these are some of our pictures. Actually, this is this barangay San Lucia and the Kabuhayan. As you can see there, actually the 2 barangays are highly disturbed because of the tourism, the spiritual trips from other religious associations and other localities, which also effect of the anthropogenic activities that have been done there and conversion of lands. So I think this is